Now we need to configure this in Betaflight. So I'm using the Betaflight version 10.9.0. So I'm using the older one because the latest one have a different variety of problems like sensor detection and motor. Some problems with the latest one. That's why I'm continuing with the older one, that is 10.9.0. So you can download that and install. So you don't have any problem to configure this. Okay. So yeah, once you done this, so to detect the board, like you need to see the board like this, COM port. For that, you need to install these drivers. If you already install, so it will detect automatically. In case if it is not detected, you need to install the CP210X drivers and Zadig drivers you need to install. And we need to go to the firmware. So my board is Mamba. So select the, so Mamba F722. So there are two versions. Mine is B, this one. Select this one, and I don't want to use the latest one, so I want to use the older version. So 4.4.3. Okay, that's it. Then just you can click on the load firmware so that it will load. Okay, so just click on this. It will load the firmware. It's loaded. Now you click on this flash firmware, so it will apply, I mean it will do the flashing, but latest configurator have some problem, like it will stuck in DFU mode. So in case when you do, if it is stuck in DFU mode, so you need to do one thing. Just here you can see this impulse driver fixer, right? So I already made a video on this, but I'm explaining here. So you install, download and install this so that it will identify the board and it will install the correct DFU driver. Once it is successful, it will automatically go to DFU mode. So directly you can just click on this flash firmware. So it will install. Okay. So I already did. So that's why I'm not doing now. So once it is done, okay, see I've done in the 10.9.0 configurator. So now everything is working fine. But if you try to do it in the latest one, things won't work. Okay, so that's why I'm not using the latest one. Please use the older version. So once you've done this, you just connect this one, and you can see here. Okay, so yeah, this is how it will be. Just you need to click on calibrate accelerometer. Okay, then you need to go to the ports. Okay, because we need to configure the ports. So yeah, some ports are, yeah. Okay, so the first port is for serial RX. That means that is where we'll use it for our receiver. Okay, because we are using ELRS receiver. So we need to enable this. Then UART2 port is free. So that is where you can assign the GPS. Okay, you can assign the GPS. UART3 port is used for VTX. So you can select this IRC tramp, this one. UART4 is for the Wi-Fi. So this should be enabled. Then UART5 and 6 is free. So this can be used for additional sensors what you add in future. Okay. Then just click on save and reboot. Okay. Then go to the configuration. So this is where you need to enable what and all enable in your board. Just enable these things: accelerometer, barometer, magnetometer. Magnetometer in the sense we have GPS, right? So that will have a compass. So enable that, and you can give a name for your drone, and you can write your name as you are pilot. And here, yeah, LEDs, we are using LEDs. Enable this also. It will be enabled. In case if it is not enabled, you can enable it. Okay, so yeah, you can enable the GPS. Okay, you can enable the GPS, and this will run with the uBlocks. You can enable auto, here also auto. Just say save and reboot. Then again connect. Okay, here it is not showing GPS because this will connect only when we connect the battery. Okay, so that's why it is not powered with the USB. Okay, in this board. So yeah, so like that. Next, yeah, once you're done, and here just try to enable the expert mode so you get more and more options to adjust. Next, you don't need to adjust anything. Default, it will be fine. Fail safe, it is very important thing. Like If you don't have GPS, just keep it like a drop. Okay, drop is very important, and don't keep it like a land. Drop in the sense like it will fall like a stone in the same place. Land means it will fly slowly and it will land somewhere else. We can't predict where it will land. So, okay, like that. So as I have GPS, I'll be using the GPS rescue. So you can say initial altitude, how far it can go means height. So give a little more like 30, 40 meters so that if any buildings is there, it won't hit the buildings when it is coming back. Okay. So here you can select fixed altitude is good. Okay. So current altitude means whatever altitude now it will come back. Okay, maximum altitude when we are flying, what is the maximum altitude our drone will go na? So it will take that altitude for return to home. Okay, so better you fix altitude so that first it will go to 30 meters, then it will come back. Okay, yeah, that's it. Just say save. Okay, like that. Next, receiver. We are using crossfire so that this will be selected. Okay. Next, you want to use the telemetry data, you can use the telemetry. Just say, yeah, okay, like this. Yeah, yeah. So now I configure switches for the modes. So you can see here, the first switch you can see here is arm. So you can see the dot is moving, right? When I press that, yeah, you can see this switch is for arming. Yeah, this switch is for angle. See, angle, horizon, acro, horizon, angle, acro. This is for arming, and this is for GPS rescue. Okay, so like that I configure my radio switches for these modes, so you can do the same thing. Okay, we're not using any servos, GPS. So at present it is not showing any GPS, right? Like, so now if I connect my battery, so you can see the GPS. Okay. So yeah, I'm connecting the battery now. Just we can do kind of like a reboot. Now you can see all the sensors are detected. GPS also detect. Yeah, GPS also detect. You can see. So all the sensors are detected. Now you can see it is start communicating. You can come here and do some changes. Okay, so as I'm inside the house, so it won't show any, satellite related information. So yeah, that's it. Next, we can come back to the motor. So motors. So yeah, if you are using this version, means 10.9.0 for configurator, motors will be working. If you are using the latest version, it won't work. So that is the reason I'm using the older one. So now we can check our motor direction. So you can enable this. Make sure you don't have any propellers here. Okay, so this is my first motor. First motor rotation should be clockwise. So I'm just running this. So this is the first motor. Yeah, it is correct. So this is the second motor. Yeah, that should be counterclockwise. That is fine. Third one, this is also counterclockwise only. Then this is clockwise, fine. So in case if this motor rotation is not proper, okay, you can change it. Okay, so yeah, here all motor directions correct. So in case if the motor direction is not proper, just go here and you can change the motor direction. Okay, so you can click on this. Yeah, so you can select that particular motor. It will start spinning. So you can see motor is spinning. So you just see if it is proper, fine, or else you can click on the reverse so that the direction will be changing. Okay, so like that you can change. At present, all my motors are fine, so I'm not changing anything. Okay, like that, make sure everything is proper. Then you can go to OSD, on screen display. So what and all things you want to add. So default at present you can see only low voltage. So mainly we can check it like battery voltage. So you can keep it like that. So mainly we need to see the battery voltage, very important. And um, so yeah, you can see GPS satellites, how many satellites it connected. This also helpful like this. And yeah, it's better you keep one home direction point so that so it will tell us like know where our drone is pointing. Okay, yeah, that's it. And battery, and what else we need, yeah, you can use the system message, that means error message. If any error is there, warnings, that yeah, that you can do. And also you can pick link quality also. Yeah, whatever, this is like a personal choice, so whatever you want you can add. And yeah, I think yeah, that's fine. Mainly we need to see the battery voltage and satellites. You can also see if any quality signal strength kind of thing, these are kind of an important. And this warnings, and yeah, it's a personal choice, like you can select okay what and all you want to see. And you can also see altitude, you want to see altitude at what height at present it is. And yeah, you can also put timer as well if you wish to see. Okay, so that, yeah, like that you can add whatever you want to add. Okay, just save. Okay, so yeah, then VTX you can configure. If you have the VTX table, you can load using uh, load from file, but it's fine, you can see. Anyhow, you can see here, if you want to see, you can add even the VTX channel related information also. Okay, Then yeah, you want to play with the LEDs, you can select these LEDs and you can give a color for that. Okay. Okay. Like that. So you can pick any color you want. Say at present it is showing green. So you can pick whatever color you want. You can click on this and just say that particular color will come. So you can configure whatever color you wish to see. You can see, okay, like that. So that you can decide like depend on like arm state. So at present it is disarmed. If it is armed, it will be turned into blue. So you can keep any color you like. Does that? Okay. Or else you can change the colors. Disarm means red, armed means green. Like that you can change it. So when it is armed, it will be green. Like that you can do many things. Okay. So like that you can play with it. Okay. That's it. Next, you can have a look at the sensors currently working. Okay. That's it. That's it, pretty much same. So now, based on the direction of the motor, so you just need to place the propellers. Okay. So I'll add the propellers, then we'll do some pre-flight checks and we'll go for flying. Okay. So I'll add the propellers, then I'll be back. Okay. Yeah. Then here you can see only one thing is showing false, like GPS at present. We are inside, right? So it is not detecting any satellites. Okay, that's it. Okay, so that's it. So I'll arrange everything, then I'll be back. Okay. So now everything is installed and you can see here propellers are installed based on the motor rotation, and you can see here, so these are the rotating clockwise rotating propellers, these two, and you can see this leading edge. Okay, so whichever side it is pointing, so it will rotate in that direction. These are counterclockwise propellers. You can see this leading edge is here, so like that. Okay, so yeah, this is where the velcro will come, and GPS, yeah, you have seen this before, and camera. Okay, so now I'll just power it up and I'll show you whether everything is working properly or not. So yeah, let me do that. Okay, so first I'm switching on this.
Welcome to HTX. Switch warning. Flight mode angle.
Okay, so now I'm connecting this, and I also switch on the FPV feed. Yeah, see. Okay, I'll open this. Maybe I can turn this side so you can see the remote control. Yeah. Yeah, you can see the feed. Okay, so yeah, it is showing the battery voltage, and okay, Okay, you can also see the throttle percentage. Okay, so satellites are not connected yet because we are inside. Okay, so here, okay, this is what you see. Okay, so now everything is working fine, so now we can take it outside and do the flying test. Okay, so I'll do that and show you in the next video. Okay.